Hey, greetings everybody. Welcome tonight. Here we are live. Want to say hello to everybody. Let me get a couple of audio levels here right for me, and we should be good to go. So, Paul, welcome to you, sir. I was just on with Johnny just a couple of hours ago and saw some of you guys there. I better leave these glasses on here. John from South Wales, raccoon causing havoc in Russia today for sure. Polly Lee, Vancouver, Canada. Let's see here. John, where's that at? Hold it. I have too many pages. You got John, South Wales. I knew I saw that. And Ma Rose, welcome to you. Yep, you watched the video about Fish. He is something. You'll be seeing a lot more from Fish. John Mackenzie Inverness, welcome from Scotland. I know, Paul, you're there in Norway. Susan Mary, hello from New Mexico, USA. Welcome to you. Marino, welcome to you. Ricochet, as always, thank you for being here, buddy. Mr. Squiggle, John Larkin, welcome to you. Susie Q, live from North Carolina. Joran Rolofs, Netherlands. Greg and Yevgen, Andrea Schoaf there in Pennsylvania. Marino, Switzerland is here. Mark Sangerman, Decatur, Illinois. Awesome. Locked and loaded. Whereabouts in Virginia are you? We're in... Where are we at? We're in Rome, Italy. Petra Olson, welcome from Sweden. Jonathan Wardle, Victoria, BC, British Columbia. Good morning, Canada. Or afternoon. Good morning, K-Bell over there in Australia. Cinnamon, Canada. Mark Thompson, checking in from Wisconsin Oblast. Welcome to you, Wisconsin. You guys are rolling. Amy Durave, welcome to you, Greenville, PA. Awesome. Whew, I can't even keep up with you guys. Thank you for all that. And you have learned because you saw Fish in here last night. They watch it. And they may not understand everything, but they can read where you're from. Burgal, welcome to Susie Q. Burgal, Kareem, New Jersey, suburban Philadelphia. Awesome. Maybe tomorrow. I like that name. That's cool. Saskatchewan, Canada. Mr. Willie Matt Glass, South Holland Oblast. Awesome. Susie Q there in Louisiana. Awesome. Last one, 207. Maine, USA. Awesome. All right, guys, we're going to jump to it. Xenia and I are going to try to stay on that little timer tonight. That's why it's up there, because we have to roll early tomorrow, and we've had a long day. So, Jacob, welcome.
Hello.
There you are.
Yeah. Hello, all the dear people. Hello, Greg.
Hey, buddy. Let me bump your volume up a little bit there. Let's see here. Call. I'll fix that. Check it again.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh yeah, now you're beautiful. So down in the bottom right, you guys can see the real-time air alert, and it's in many oblasts right now. Most likely Shaheds. And we are somewhere on that map. Question, Xenia, how hard is it keeping Greg in line? That's from Ricochet. You understand in line?
Mm-hmm.
Ron S., Winnipeg Oblast, welcome to you. This is awesome. Connie Frank, New York
I don't know how
State.
to comment it. Sorry.
Ma Rose, Middle Wales, Slava Ukraini. You guys are awesome. Asa, hello from Sweden. We get in a lot of trouble.
Greg is okay.
Greg's okay. We get in a lot of trouble, but we accomplish a lot. John Larkin, okay. Xenia, for some reason you scare me, and I'm not easily scared. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want to mess with him, I promise you. We're glad we're on the same team, though. And you've got a Privyet Xenia. Nice. Last one, 207. I think that was Maine or somewhere there. All right. So Yeah, so air alarms are going off
Hello.
now, and most likely because of the way the map is, it's Shahed's floating around. Jania, why don't you talk about tonight? We're just going to talk about several things, guys, because today we were delayed. And when you're running aid on the front lines, this is what happens. You become delayed. Today, we had full intention, to, of course, to deliver the bed, to deliver the plates, to take care of the wounded soldier, and a lot of other things. But logistically, in Ukraine during a war, sometimes things don't always work out. So we had to stay where we're at and wait for the stuff to get to us. So, Zhenya, talk to people about what you experienced today with the company saying sorry, can't get it to you.
Yeah. So it's really hard to calculate everything before. Why? Because we have our country is not small, and we have certain rules, especially after some bad situation with the post offices and attacks from the Russian side. So there is a rules to keep people in safe, and if the shipment was, for example, delivered to, I mean, prepared for shipping, and the air alarm, just everything is freezing there. So people leaving that place, the post offices stopping their work, and sometimes even the vehicles have to be on a distance. It depends on the place, and this is why the person who can send this the thing that is ship delivered to the needed office for it would be delivered to our place. You can I cannot track, I mean, program it when it be delivered, like uh, absolutely, I mean, correctly. This is what happened with a couple shipments today. Plus we had to work a lot online and not online and on the phones with the new project. I don't know, will Greg share it or not, about the
Yeah, we're going. Yeah, we're going
uh,
to.
multi-terrain drone. And there is a good, I mean, good news about that. So, and we were preparing our vehicle today as well. We had to work a bit.
Yeah,
So, and it's the war. And when I'm calling post office, like the system Nova Pochta, for example, and they're requesting, hey, I needed that in time, and they said they what and why. When I'm sharing what we're doing with Greg, and they understand our situation, sometimes they're doing more than we do expect, really, and we appreciate it, and they helping us all the ways, and they trying to make it delivered as fast as possible. Will not go for details, but I would say it's really. When I hear things like that, I'm proud of my country.
the reality is, as I've tried to share with you guys, is Ukraine is big, but at the same time not big. So typically, if there's something specific we need and we find it, for example, in Kiev or in Lviv or Dnipro or wherever,
Transcarpathia.
yeah, anywhere, and we literally anywhere can get it overnighted through their system. Here is called Nova Poshta, and it's like
Hmm.
FedEx, UPS, but it's really cool the way it works. It's connected to your postal number and your phone number and your name, and you literally can get anything overnight. It's not that big of a country where they can't get it anywhere via a truck overnight. But to be quite honest, if you want to take it a step further, one of the reasons we're delayed is because if you guys remember back a few months ago, a major postal building was destroyed, hit by a rocket, a missile. And that's actually the location we're needing to work through. So that also delays it. You also have destroyed properties. Um, it's 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 difficult. So let's talk about the all-terrain vehicle. Um, as you guys know, I was talking to you last night about the new project, and no, we're not overextending. No, we're not promising something that we can't do. You guys have donated. You're still donating. You're doing awesome, and we're just being your hands and your feet, and your eyes and your ears, and we're all partnering together. But we are um, supplying that all-terrain. I'm calling it, Zhenya, the hero removal vehicle.
Yeah, wounded.
Wounded also. Yeah, either one. I mean, yeah, they're heroes. Um, we're actually going to show you. Okay, I don't want to give it all away, but so we worked on that very hard today, and we will be purchasing that unit here in a few weeks because you are a part of the community, all of us together, that is purchasing and delivering to the front a prototype of an entirely new machine that is able to, I'll let Jane explain it, like multiple batteries. It can evacuate two soldiers at one time. It's all kind of crazy stuff on this. And you tell the story. You were talking to the company today, and what happened?
They so there is a waiting line for this. I mean, for people and companies who did order it, and at this moment the line was up to May. So the soonest possible time it's to get it. It was the May, but then we got. I mean, we started to talk, and then we figured out that the person. Hello, can you hear me? Okay. The person whom we helping with the unit military unit and this company the factory they cooperate from the very first day, and they said that they have a prototype of the newest one model which nobody's seen yet, like I mean, and yes, it's extended batteries, double batteries, and the other options, better distance of the wireless control. The other model, the controller of their yeah, the controllers. And he said, okay, if you buy this one, now it looks like we talk about our like the same military unit. So it possible that we will be able to deliver it to you at the end of this month, about 25, 27, 26 February.
Of
That's
February, and it was really cool because the guy at the company, they just care. And Genius says,
yeah.
"Listen, we can't do May. We are helping. Um, Greg is here. The American's here. Not that the American means anything, but just somebody, a non-Ukrainian, is here, and the community is rolling. And this is our project, and we have to do this." And the guy says, "Okay, then you will get the prototype." So, guys,
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
is absolutely incredible. I'm telling you, and you will 100% see that. Not only that, take it a step further. He told Jania, he says, "Listen, since you guys are doing this and you have an online community and all that jazz working together, you can even come to the factory. We'll give you a private tour of where it's
Hmm.
manufactured, how it's manufactured, build a relationship. You can show video." So, guys, that's going to be coming, and it's pretty sick. John
Hmm.
Larkin, thank you for the super chat there. Let's start a Friday night special. I love it. Thank you. All right, to the guys. Okay, let's do this. Here's a question for you, Zhenya. Are there any problems with Russians or spies or traitors or collaborators sending explosive stuff to important places by postal mail?
Probably the weak connection. I hear nothing yet.
Hang on, you will. Check 1, 2. You got me? Do you have me? All right, he'll get back in. He'll answer that question for you there in just a second. We're not in the greatest of plays. Also, Jumpy 151, thank you for that. Um, so, I can answer that. K Bell, Geroyim Slava, thank you for that. There you are.
Well,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Okay, so let's do this. Another question. I was thanking everybody for the super chats while you were reconnecting, and had a question here for you. Let me pull that one down. I've got to find it. Anyway, the question was. Hold it here. I've got to catch up now. You guys are rolling. It's really hard to.
And I will
It's
use this minute. Want to say thank you one more time for all the comments you're leaving. Usually I'm doing like in during our break somewhere on the way, and it's to be honest, it's exciting to read all of it. From when you see the people from different parts of the world and all your emotions, and it's so nice. So one more time, thank you for all of it. It's your comment are important. Thank you.
super chat there from Paul. Thank you, sir, from Norway. Um, let's see there. Thank you for that, my friend. Everything to the heroes, guys. Okay, so here we go. The question, I'll just ask you the question. There was a
Hmm.
question. Is Ukraine having to deal with any like collaborators or spies um, using explosives?
Non-stop.
Using explosives though at the any postals, or are we having any bombing type issues?
Let's say if you mean that these collaborators are putting the mines in our posts, that kind.
Yes.
Let's not much. This I do not see it. At least I do not see. It's not something big. If there is, the biggest problem is not the putting the mines in the offices or other places, but the information they share. They're fixing. They're trying to take using their cell phones, and they using GPS and other things, the trackers. And when they informing the important information, they're opening it for the enemy, informing how many units were crossing that place and that village, and what was the direction, what was the time, what type of it, what kind of, yeah, all of it. This is the biggest problem, because then the enemy, I mean, it must be secret, and it's one of the biggest problem in here. The other thing, it's when they using, all kind of mass media to telling, pretending that they are, I mean, they are pro Ukraine, or like maybe not, but they are Ukrainians who stands for Russia, and this is the other bad thing they create on the chats, on like local chats, and it's a problem, because then they faking this from situation, the picture that the Ukraine, I mean, like standing for Russia, which is not, and this is the other problem. It's two main problems. The informational war they are involved.
Let's pop that comment up right quick. Привет, друзі, слава Україна, героям слава, coming in from Fish. Fish. Привет, дорогой. Привет.
Привет, fish.
Да,
Fish.
привет.
Thank you for
Oh,
the gift.
вот. Oh, oh.
It was
You,
a gift from fish.
okay, yes. We're going to be doing a segment on that. You guys want to see a real gift from Fish?
Okay.
So, on I go in all black here. This patch I wear was given to me by certain guys. This is the real one. So when people see this in Ukraine, they know you didn't get this from somewhere off of a shelf. So you have a reason for having that. And then I also wear. I switched this arm, but I'm wearing my Mariupol chaplain battalion, and I'm
Hmm.
wearing it because of Mariupol, and I was just given that and adopted into that family. But look what I wear here. But on this side, I wear that just in case. And on this side, I was given a gift. Look at my, that's on my coat. Fish. You guys will be hearing a lot more from Fish because he's actually going to be on with us. So I need to get something right quick here. So, Fish, hello to you, buddy. Niels Clement. So I want to tell you guys about this. This leads me into something here. Greg, you got $100 for coffee. Use it wisely. We will. And listen, you guys know we just try to deliver. We don't ever beg. None of that junk. I hate it all. We just work together, and the proof's in the pudding. You see it. We're here. Speaking about Fish and being here, let me tag on Genia's story there with the collaborators. Then I'll go to what I was going to say because it's more connective here. I was riding with Fish a few days ago, and in one of the places we were going, we were close to close to close and full of DRG. And as we're coming through this place, I see a couple of guys standing over at this little village, and Jania was right behind us. And I said, Fish, when you ride down the road through these villages and you're really close, I said, do you ever worry that it's collaborators calling or texting or saying, okay, 3 trucks just went by? He goes, Greg, it happens all the time. It happens all the time. It's just a part of our life. He goes, there are a lot of collaborators. So we are always sensitive to it. So hopefully that helps you understand that. Now, as far as that Niels Clement, and I told you guys I don't talk about money, you just see it happen. At the bottom left there, you see Buy Me a Coffee. That's the new platform we're using. It's the best, bar none. I learned it from Gertis and Johnny and all those because their fees are zero. It's the easiest for you to support and help. And I actually received this message today on Buy Me a Coffee, and I want to share it tonight. I hope it's okay. I don't know who this. This may be Ma Rose. Ma Rose, this may be you. I don't know if it is. Ho ho ho. There you go. Fish is back. Ja radi show spodavalos.
I'm glad you did like it.
He rocks. Sergey, привет. All right, Fish, you're stealing the show. Sergey, привет. Defenders of Europe. All right, guys, you guys are going to see Fish in here with us again, future. Now, this is the message that came in. This is just super cool here. Rose family bought 3 coffees. Thank you for what you are doing. 2nd February today. Thank you for blessing the guys in Ukraine. Please let them know we care. Yesterday, my 17-year-old daughter had her teeth braces adjusted and asked for blue and yellow elastics or rubber bands on them in honor of Ukraine. It's a little thing, but we do our very max. Please let them know. Love, prayers, and support from Wales. Throw your heart up there again. I had you covered.
There's a heart.
Yeah, I just told them. There's Fish. Yakuyu Riba. K Bell. Ooh, Sergey is Fish? Yes, Sergey is Fish. Fish is in here. Awesome. So thank you guys so much for that. Now we're going to move on to something else today. I want you to see, and then Jane and I will talk about it. Um, Once I show you this, you'll know where we were today. you'll know where we were today. I didn't say tonight. I said today. Take a peek at this, and then we'll discuss it, Jacob. Let me give you guys one little quick look here. So of course you see that word there, arrenda, meaning this entire section's for rent. And in a key place here, take a look here. This is the city of Kharkiv. This is the classic building in the very, very center. Very Soviet. But what I want you to pay attention to here in the center, this should be just bustling with people. But just take a peek. This business, closed. This business, closed. This business, смотри, oh, look, zakrit, closed. Another, rent. Empty. Shut down. Empty. Closed. Closed. It's for sale. It's Kharkiv, guys. This is the very center. You can see the buildings boarded up. It's tough. This is Ukraine. So that's Kharkiv. That is right in the center. Prior to the war, Kharkiv, way over 1 million people. Of course, it's not now. A powerful, beautiful, lovely city. And you can see right there in the downtown, we could have actually taken you down a block or 2 or 3 to the actual central square where it's destroyed. The main Kharkiv Regional Administrative Building, all the other buildings just destroyed. So Jacob, when you look at that, especially in big cities like this, and you see everything empty, maybe explain to people tonight what it's really like with the economy and people. Well, there's a lot of these places, no business, nothing.
Yeah, and it's usually that kind of businesses. It's a lot of it's a middle, like small businesses, I would say. It's a middle class people with a middle class business, let's say, income, and this is the main part. It was like vital as main part of our all Ukrainian people who are creating our economy, I would say. And it reminds me that these people somewhere, or they are on the west part of Ukraine trying to start that business there, looking for money. If they don't have it, maybe they have it and trying to raise it out, but it not necessarily will work there. Or they will be trying to look the other option, because Russia created this situation that they cannot live and cannot have this work, their business in one of the biggest cities of Ukraine, because of the neighboring and this appetites, let's say, of that aggressor. And that's sad, that's sad, because they have the kids, this is the families, they had the dreams. It's all connected, the schools, everything connected.
Well, as we were driving around Kharkiv today, a lot of destruction. It's just such a huge city. Maybe later you guys can look on the map and you can see it. It's huge, and there's so much destruction in it. That video is right in the center. Those buildings would never not be occupied, and all those sidewalks would be full of full of people. Um, the other thing you have to remember when you look at a city like Kharkiv is in some places in Kharkiv on the northern side, you're just a few minutes drive from the Russian border. It's a border city, and the air alarms will go off. In fact, Kharkiv region's under air alarm right now, if you can see in the map down there. But with a city like Kharkiv, it's so close, it can actually be hit before the air alarm ever goes off. It's just done.
Hmm.
So it's very dangerous, and that's why you see a lot of that. So, Zhenya, I have a question for you since you're here tonight. Zhenya, can you talk us through what a regular week might look for you? Your schedule. That you don't want to ask that question. Go for it, buddy.
Uh, what type? When it depends of the week. If I'm on the way, I mean, it's just with drive, and I need to keep the logistics and finances nonstop. And requesting, like today, I was sending and calling. Okay, guys, hey, what about you and this some, let's say our guys, sending us. Okay, we um, let's say unexpected, but we've been sent on a zero line, and we will not be able to communicate during 3 days or 4 days. And we had plans, for example, going there. The other guys, we had to meet in in one place, and they said, "Okay, man, let us like 2 hours before, because we don't know exact place we will be at that moment, because we're moving there and back because of the situation on the front line." And and yes, the supply thing, and this is, if you mean when it's travel, when travel, we're having, if it's at home, I'm telling you straight, when I'm home, my wife telling me from the very moment, okay, happy you got back home, good and okay. So from tomorrow, your time, please, kids were missing you. Take kids to school, takes them to the dance classes, or every time, and if you can go and have like a tea time with them, or cafe place. I mean, some any, like, I mean, ice cream. I'm doing my part as the father, and checking the things at home, sometimes something happening there. So then I'm looking for the supply, and if Greg is not here, then it depends of the situation, what do I have and what kind of request I have, all of that. So like now my life is all around that.
Well, the reality is this is all you do is um,
I had business, it closed.
he had a business and it's closed, and now all he does is support his nation, um, working with all of us together. Um, the
Let
other
me
thing
enter
is
here.
maybe it's good for you to explain tonight since you're in here, and that is how the administration has to work. Hope you're okay, buddy. How the administration has to work, when it's not easy to do what we do in Ukraine with an NGO. Um, and there's so much that Zhenya, and we have an administrator. In fact, we need to give her a shout out tonight. Her name is Antonina or Tonya. And these guys basically work nonstop. Nonstop. Everything we do is receipted. Everything we do is spreadsheet. I mean, and it's multiple layers, reporting to the government, making sure the papers are right, getting this document from a frontline soldier or commander. It's 24/7, right? 24/7.
um yeah, this is like, especially last month, it's like, this is the part of my time I have to do, and I have to collect all possible receipts. I mean, and if there is no possible to get receipts, I'm asking to write something on a paper, when and where I did pay for. Will not go there deep, but in details. But this is the part of work. But I want to enter here,
Mm-hmm.
Greg. Like during that trip, I heard many times that, guys, thank you for the fast reply, fast help, and we are saving lives. This is what are you guys saving lives? Why? Because you give stretchers, you give mine detectors, you give uh, genuine high effectively tourniquets and hemostatics and other things, which is saving life. And sometimes it's hard to believe, but at this moment, right in this moment, it is possible that on that stretchers we delivered, somebody, I mean, get a chance to be evacuated better way or faster, because yes, sometimes they walk like 5 6 kilometers, just walk, and it depends of when it's winter time, they cannot carry all the way. Then they need the sled stretchers, and they now it's much better, much easier. Or opposite, when they had the soft stretchers and they need to carry the soldier on the truck, they had to have this, with frame, the stretchers with the frame, and not, I mean, folding twice wounded soldier. And it's or the tourniquets is the other topic, but I really value it, high value that we have it and we do help. And it's like a gold when I hear that, hey, I've heard from other soldier because you did help him, and I was moving through the Zaporizhia region front, and he shared your phone number that said you guys did help him, please help us. This is what is important, and this is like I'm happy to hear that we can help one more area which is in need, one more military unit. So thank you.
Yeah, it's we're kind of crazy a little bit, to be honest, and it's a lot of sleepless times, a lot of hard work, a lot of risk, a lot of danger. But because of you guys helping us, um, you help, we'll get it there. And when we say there, it's not Dnipro. It's not Kiev and put it in the mail. It's we get it right there. That's the only way we do business. And I don't mean business as in business, but business as in getting it done. Um, because it's so important. Literally, all of us together, we're saving lives. So thank you. I want to pop this up real quick. Danny Carver, I donate through Bethel Worship Center, $100 a month. Thank you for that, sir. And I can tell you all of it goes straight to Ukraine. Um, Let me check.
Let me enter here 1 minute
Go
of
for it.
detail about. So there is a problem. We've seen it many times when people are becoming like cinema, like watching a cinema, and they trying to, when we talk about the front lines, they try, hey, where is those, the flying artillery, and yes, we've been there many times. I don't want to be as much possible. Why? As as many not needed vehicles, units, and people. I mean, there it's better for our guys. I want to protect our guys. This is why we do communicate and looking for the good way, not taking them out for the long distance, like for to Dnipro, for example, but we coming as close as possible for them, comfortable to jump out for the short time, and for us, because the guys are ready to die, but I mean protecting us, and we don't want to have to risk their life for any percent. This is why we every time we discuss the time, like even like this trip, I don't know if Greg shared or not before, but seems to me not. But we already changed a little bit our plans because we got information. Hey, hey guys, please, we highly recommend to not to go to this exactly place, this village, and this road. You've been many times, like 10, 20, 30. You please don't go because of the Lancets, because of the FPV drones. So what do? We're discussing the plans. Okay, we are only when we here ready to jump to you, but let us know when it'd
When?
be better.
Exactly.
That's and we're looking for the option because we have a lot of requests. So this is why is Frontline. There is zero line. There is a place where guys are the, let's say second or third line of prepared, let's say, of defense. But sometimes between zero, I mean, there's zero line and the guys. There is no, I mean, places. I don't know how. I don't want to go to this more detail, but when we are there sometimes, a lot of
Mm-hmm.
times we are there in between, and and we're trying to be safe and be helpful maximum effective way. And but safety is say our safety is their safety as well,
A couple of days ago,
not opposite.
a couple of days ago, we're delivering the stretchers and the sleds and the metal detectors. And the soldiers so graciously, I mean, we're right there. And we do some filming and all of that so that you can see what you have purchased and you can see it in action. You will see the stretcher tomorrow. You will see the sled tomorrow. You will see the metal detector tomorrow. But I've waited 3 days. Why? Because safety. The guys were on that spot. And yeah, even though they say, yeah, you can film this angle, you can film here, you can look that way, we still want to delay 72 hours or so before you see it. But that's in the plans for tomorrow. Zhenya, question for
Yeah.
you. What do you
Okay.
think about the 50 billion package from the EU? Was this a slap in Putin's face by Hungary? Also, are you worried about corruption? And I'm assuming this one means inside Ukraine that will cause you to lose aid. Now, I know the 50 billion is broken down over 4 years as I understand, so it's 12.5 billion every year, but we're very thankful
Okay.
for it. So, there's your question.
I'm thankful for it, sure, and I'm happy to hear every time promises. And about the corruption, I would say probably, let's say we know a lot about our corruption in Ukraine, and seems to me a lot of times that the world in the United States or Germany seems to me knows about the corrupt Ukrainian corruption more than more than anything. Sorry, because I sometimes I'm worried about corruption in EU, which influencing Ukraine because corruption is everywhere. And I think the level of corruption and the level of connections with Russia and influence of it there in EU and other countries are much more serious threat for the world. Because on a local level, we fight with the corruption. And if you would read Ukrainian news, sometimes it looks like everything. I mean, like 50% of the talk we talk about corruption, and in from one side you can see, okay, what's going on? Corruption is everywhere. Let's look at this like that. So many things we do open non-stop. We're cleaning out our country from all the regions non-stop. Our media, our military publishing it, and it's open. There is no that how you call it filtering of mass media that you cannot publish that, you cannot publish it. In Ukraine, you can meet anything about anything, anyone, including president and generals. Sometimes too much, but we
Hmm.
fighting and filtering it. This is how I see it. We
Well,
didn't have so much things opening.
the Bible says it this way: don't look at the speck in your brother's eye where you got a log in your own eye. And it's interesting. I want to answer this question here from Dogmatics. It's the first time I've seen your name. Welcome. If I give you guys money Does it go to the front lines, or is it used in administration of the nonprofit?
Uh,
Zhenya, what's your salary?
my salary,
Yeah.
you really want for answer is here when
From the
there is
nonprofit, what
somebody
is your salary?
non-profit zero.
Okay. What
Our
is
non-profit for all our volunteers. We don't have any salary.
correct?
No one.
In Yeah, we have no administration fees. There's no salaries. I'm not getting a paycheck being here doing this. Xenia isn't. This is all volunteer and the generosity of you guys that help us. If you, whichever avenue you donate through, if you donate through the links on my website or the PayPal or the coffee, whatever it is, or the YouTube super chat, whatever, it doesn't matter. No, we have it's zero, absolutely zero.
And one thing is easy. You probably don't know that, but in Ukraine, the person can easily track if they're hired
Mm-hmm.
on the organization, and it's public information. It's easy to check. And if you want to request all the numbers of the registration of our organization, it's easy. We may post it in here, and I mean just send a request. I can send all the needed information to track our organization publicly because we're open.
Um, I need to catch up on a couple things here, and I see the time, but we're okay, guys. It's just too good. We'll go a few more minutes here. Okay, you you guys are awesome. Uh, I saw something, and I've got to get back to it. Um, $10 super chat from John. A little to keep the coffee flowing. It will. Thank you, sir. Jumpy 151. Looks like you have mahusive eyebrows. I do not. It's my glasses and the way I've got the lights, so I'm secure. But you're giving me a complex, and I'm gonna have to go into the bathroom and shave my eyebrows off now. So
Hmm.
thank you for that. Um, I know about the offset thing, but what can be done to help the communications? We're doing that actually, Zhenya. While I'm looking here, can you tell them about the batteries that this community is buying for frontline soldiers?
Okay, it's at this moment the batteries we been able to buy because it's sold out. I mean, or we bought it all. Like I mean, the last pieces, and it's in Slavensk. It's on the way to Slavensk, and we will pick it up and we will deliver it as we did promise. Already, couple batteries for after the tests already on in our guys, our friends. You've seen them. They already have it, and they send a good feedback. So this is why we already bought all we could, and it's on the way as well. Additionally, we bought some power banks with like 50,000 milliamps, and it's right now, let's say, in the process. Plus, the things like they did request us like 4 or 5 salt stretchers, and we have it in our truck, and it will be delivered really soon. And what's about the rest of the batteries? So we got request for this how you call it, foldable, and quite like, yeah, foldable solar panels, and it will be needed for it's in need in the Zaporozhye region, that direction. Will not give you exact place, but it will be delivered there. We will buy it, and we will deliver to guys. Was guys' request. We didn't deliver that stuff before, and that's the yeah, that's the update. Specific medicine we got request, and we it's in the process because some positions you cannot just go and buy in a in a store, or I mean just it's not easy today to find. So It's in process. We looking for that. That's it. And yeah, I don't know. Is
Your
it?
your eyebrows are fine. Thank you, Paul. I'm good. I don't have any proof. Um, uh, Rebecca is alive and well, King Raccoon. Rick, I'm gonna get you in just a second. I see you there. I'm trying to catch up everything and throw it in the queue. You know, when I first started streaming, and we had nobody watching, um, I didn't understand what this Q button was for, but now I do. That has helped me a lot just now. So let me do this, and I'll get to everybody. Greg N, same name. I hope you don't mind me asking, but I noticed there might be a story behind your hand. If you're comfortable sharing, could you tell us more about what happened? Jania, cue the sad music. We were
Mhm.
making a rescue run down toward Mariupol, and I fell into a hole. And no, I'm just messing. Thank you for that. Because all the guys early said, if you have a story, have a story. But no, I was born this way, 1972. But here's the weird thing, I'm a professional piano player, so you can do whatever you want to do. But that's a good question. Thank you for that. Dogmatics, thank you for the positive welcome. Wearing my Trident of Freedom hat now in Coquitlam, Coquitlam, Canada. Thank you. Tom P, good comment here. Thank you. You thank us for donating to save lives. Well, thank you, Ukraine, for sacrificing everything to save our Western Europe lives. Great comment. Thank you. Ronnie Vranken, I just love Genia. Bloody legend. I love it. Mark Garcia. I want to throw that comment up there. Paul, I notice that you donate often. Thank you. Respect from Berkeley, California. First of all, Mark, welcome from Berkeley, California. I used to live in Sacramento. Been down there. I assume you are a Cal fan. Paul is a legend. He's that man cares. That man cares. Um, Vitaly Kondratyuk. Hi from
Oh
Ukraine.
man, this is our volunteer who just had the surgery just maybe 2 hours ago.
Go
He's
ahead.
the one who's he is one who's repairing for free vehicles for military non-stop, and he got a problem. He was drafted, to be honest, just but on in between of it, he during the health check they found that he has a serious problem with his left knee, seems to me, and I don't remember. Sorry, Vitali. And so he had like emergency surgery today, and he already maybe I mean at this moment we were chatting right after the surgery, he's still experiencing that narcose and anesthetics, and he was working with our Navara to modify it non-stop right after it. So Vitaly, thank you very much.
So
Proud of
the
you.
yeah, man, Vitaly, Yaki Dorogoy. Um, we're actually modifying our truck. We're trying to get prepared for whenever Johnny Pierce arrives, and we want to make some modifications to make things easier for him. And we have a very small window when we're back at our home base to get that done. So, Rick, the Ukrainian, hello, my friends. And today I'm going to post a video about the UN. Oh, sorry, about useless. Met them on the road today. Hey, welcome to my world. So, we need to tag our UN videos together because they are
We had nice
absolutely.
story today with the Red Cross.
Yes, that's where I wanted to go. Okay, Jaka, let's start winding it down here. So let me lay the story out there, and then you tell.
Hmm.
Sometimes we go to very dangerous places. Well, in Ukraine, the where we go, it's all dangerous. It's just statistics, to be quite honest. And what I mean by statistics is X amount of places are going to be shelled every day. X amount of places will be hit with S-300s. X amount of places will experience artillery. And are you in that spot or not? So that comes down to math. And we try to do our best to keep our math as safe as possible, but we are in those locations. And sometimes we go to really stupid places, and it might be a good idea to put a Red Cross coat on. And
During, if we deliver something to people, to civilian people,
correct,
this is what, yeah, like
like there are
humanitarian mission.
people right
And
there in the battle if we want to help them
okay,
or evacuate. So maybe we could partner with the Red Cross. You take it over.
let me, the facts. Today I've been in the office of Red Cross because we had in the past situations when we were coming to the one of the places, like, I mean, quite dangerous, and we wanted to help people there, and people right before, like the village or two villages, is they were telling me, hey, us telling us that, hey, we have some boxes from the Red Cross, they could deliver it in here, but they are not going to the dangerous places there. So there is a people left there. Could you deliver it to them? And we were telling every time, okay, no problem. It's for the people. This is why we're here. And it was a few times when we were delivering it, because the other people shared it or gave it or passed it through the us to the tough places. Today I went to their office and said, okay, I'm volunteering since 2014, and have we helping people? We're going to the quite risky places and dangerous places, and sometimes we were delivering your stuff, but just to have a more chance, could you share us? I mean, give us two, three, like windbreakers, something just a red with a cross, because we were coming out of the car. Maybe there is a bigger chance if they will see Red Cross be protected. Just, I mean, because we had crazy situation in when during that deliveries. Sometimes we were coming out, and then because of the drones or other place, I mean, the other threat, we had to change our plans. And they said, okay, you are not a part of our, you're a volunteer of your organization, and thank you for delivering it. So we are not helping any other organization like this, and the volunteers, even they go with our staff to the dangerous places to help people with the humanitarian missions. We give it and help this way with the jackets on the rain, the windbreakers, only to our official volunteers. And please stay safe. I said, okay, it's quite crazy sounds because this is what I'm trying to do for you to help me to stay safe. They said no, no anything we can help. Just these words, stay safe. I said, okay, bye. I heard enough. Have a nice day.
Yeah, it's what it is. Let me throw a few comments up here, and we'll talk about that a second. King Raccoon, any news about Rebecca? So I communicate with Rebecca, and when will shipment arrive? We are going to supply Rebecca. The problem right now is the unit that Rebecca helps with is in very difficult situation. Extremely. It's tough right now on the battlefield, so we haven't been able to arrange safely the ability the of brain
We already
the
got some
opportunity to get the stuff
information.
to her. Yeah, go ahead.
We already got information from the other person, other medic, about her. The feedback that she's a great person, and that person, that this medic knows her. Yeah,
Okay,
but and we're looking for the.
let me tell the story. So we're coming out of the Frontline area. We're actually sitting in Dnipro.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're sitting in the truck. And of course, our truck does look military, and we do that on purpose, and it is military. And I'm just sitting in the truck, Janya's there, and the guy comes up and knocks on my window. I open the door and we start talking, and he is actually a high ranking medic in the
Mm-hmm.
same group as Rebecca. So we start talking back and forth, and he's telling us about the battles and all this, and and Jania goes, "Wait a second, I know that group. Is you know Rebecca?" He goes, "Yeah, I know Rebecca. She's a good girl, helping us a lot." So I mean, we shook hands with him and all that, and he was leaving, and Nipro has 1 million people in it. The odds of that happening are really freaky, but it did happen. Um, I want to give a shout out here for Rick, the Ukrainian. Great chat. This is from John. You did with Groot. Thank you for that. Guys, listen to me. If you have not seen Rick's video, I think, Rick, it's NAFO delivery number 6. And he interviews a Canadian drone operator, medic, volunteer. Well, he's now with a contract, but incredible video. Please go watch that. Rick says UN isn't just big, it's damaging and a puppet of the terrorist state. I completely agree with that. Um, RF from USA, Ukraine Red Cross is pretty good from what I hear.
Okay.
Well, they have a Red
Uh,
Cross. They have a Red Cross. They have lots of supplies. They have lots of really nice vehicles. I mean, brand new, donated from all these
and
European countries, such as Norway and Sweden, and brand new Land Rovers, fully equipped. Haven't seen one of them where we go, though. Not one.
uh, they did help and do help a lot, but the most tough places. Okay, let's. All of their vehicles have a they have most have a white stickers on. I mean white color and huge stickers with AK-47 crossed, meaning don't shoot. But uh, my personal experience during these years, I never seen those vehicles in the area where I shooting. It means these vehicles with that stickers, mostly I see on a quite big distance, let's say.
Western
And
Ukraine.
and I don't want to go. I mean, to tell bad things about Red Cross. From my perspective and the feedbacks we said, people were telling, yes, the Red Cross were helping. Then they left us. Then the only organization were helping it was Christian missions. When they left us, we realized that nobody will come. Then you come. It, quite surprising. Thank you.
Well, we're filling a big vacuum right now, to be quite honest. And every blog post we go through, they're so happy that we're there because the amount of volunteers, whether it be massive organizations or small grassroots efforts like ours, they're just not there anymore because all of those guys, many of those guys that were volunteering have been drafted and they're actually now fighting, and others have not come in to help. So, what we're doing all together, it's a huge need, overwhelming. Uh, Ronnie says make the distinction between a volunteer and getting paid.
For who?
But I guess for our guys, we don't have any paid people, and
No, we
everybody
don't.
volunteers to stand for their nation.
Yeah, like the it means that usually people having their own jobs
Hmm.
and at the free time, or they skipping their work days, work hours, and going to help, going with me to drive there on the front lines, or packing the food sets, or
Shipping
doing the other
things for
stuff,
us.
shipping things, modifying, welding, ordering something online, doing logistic things, even bookkeeping things. We have our administrator. She's not paid. She has two jobs at this play at this moment, two at the same time, and third, it's a volunteering project of her. It's like ministering to her country.
These people do not sleep. I'm just telling you. Here's a question, Zhenya. I can't answer this, but if you will go, I'm going to pop the question up there. It says, so Carl Green, welcome. What type of portable radio chargers are needed, and is there a specific model number? So, Carl, if you will go to my website, gregterry.org, click contact, send me an email. It'll take a day or two. I will get back to you with models and pictures. For sure, can use help.
Um, yeah, yeah, it's need. I mean, to go to more detail. So,
Yeah, we'll have to go to a lot of
uh,
details, but we can give that to you. And thank you for that. John says, Greg, remember when.
and just
Oh,
10
go ahead.
seconds.
Go ahead.
Sorry, like when we touched the Red Cross, let me enter here the huge thanks to Samaritan Purse. Comparing to Red Cross, what I see on the front lines covered, I mean, this is what I see, my personal view, and it doesn't matter is it Sumy region or it's Nikolaev and Kherson region. All there, I see their work, their mission. This is the people I want to thank. I want to emphasize here. This is guys. This is people. This is the mission who work like. And yesterday, 3 days ago, I was with the guys. We were with the guys,
You
and I
saw it
was
too?
sitting. Yes, on the blankets provided by Samaritan Purse, and it's what soldiers are thankful as well. So here, uh, thank you to Samaritan Purse here from all Ukrainians.
That's a very good point, and it's not a sermon. We're just telling
Yeah,
you the truth. Okay, you're here because you want the truth. There's nothing Red Cross on the front, but Samaritan's Purse, it's everywhere, and they're massive help. So yeah, thank you, Greg. Remember when Jonathan is with you, us Brits, everything at 3 stops for tea. Okay, well at 3 we'll stop for tea, but let us give you an inside what happens at 9 a.m. in Ukraine. What stops in Ukraine at 9 a.m., Zhenya?
it's a good question. Good question. At 9 a.m. every day, in all the schools, kindergartens, jobs, offices, railway stations, cafe, restaurants, and even in the traffic a lot of times. People are it's a 1 minute of silence of the respect of the honoring people who laid their life for Ukraine.
And
And it's a minute of silence.
if you're near a radio, for example, let's say you're outside of a shop or maybe you're on a street where their loudspeakers are playing, the radio will stop and the speaker will do this: tick, 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 tick for 60 seconds, and it's really, really
And it will be
powerful.
the anthem song as well.
Yes.
Hmm.
Denise Bab- Babenko. Denise Babenko. Hello. I saw your video about the canines. Are you planning to help this unit? Yes, we are. Jania has their information. The dogs.
Yeah, but at this moment, yeah, I was talking with them just a couple days ago, and they said they need some of the help, and I would let's say I'm not I don't know much about specific of that unit and the things they need. As I understood, the things they need mostly manufactured in the West countries,
Mm-hmm.
because like this is what they need that they requesting there. So if you guys here you connected somehow with that kind of teams and professionals in that area, it would be great if you would like, I mean, contact us. And yeah, there is specific things they need, and some of it they shared with me. I have the links or the
Mm-hmm.
examples.
And we will
So
take care of them.
yeah, maybe we can share it right here. I don't know.
Sure, we will.
Hmm.
You mean now?
Yeah, now I'm not ready. I
No,
need to
no. We
go
will share
because.
it here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, for sure.
Hmm.
Okay. It looks like my timer didn't work for us because it's at 0 for the
Yes,
last.
sorry. Yeah,
It's not your
it's
sorry. It's my
probably
fault. I'm producing down here.
no, no. I was talking too much, probably.
No, no. It was awesome, man. Okay. I'm going to put this question up because we're buying metal detectors, delivering them. You will see it. And Okay, Zhenya, you tell the story today. We received a communication from Hi Guys talking about these super expensive, well known brand name metal detectors can't even touch the metal detectors we're providing to the front. Okay? So the question was, do metal detectors work properly under such extreme cold weather? So they
And
do.
underwater.
They do
And
work in the
under the
cold
water.
and they work under the water. But the comment we received today, doing some side by side tests,
Yeah, we have it.
yeah,
So it's done not by civilian people. It's done by professional in one of the main centers of training of engineering groups for the whole Ukrainian army, for all the different kinds of groups.
Zhenka, let
And
me interrupt you 1 second. I don't want to interrupt you, but
yeah,
just so people, let me
sorry.
set the stage. We are buying metal detectors, taking them to the front line. You are buying metal detectors. We purchase them, we deliver them, and it's saving guys' lives right now
Yeah.
already. And when we started this project, I received so many messages and emails like, okay, you need to get this brand, you need to get this brand, you need to get this brand, order them out of Poland. And we appreciate that. Do not misunderstand. But this war in Ukraine, you just don't, everything is changing technologically every day, whether it's drone frequencies, drone cameras, drones, detectors, drone, electronic warfare changes every day with Russia and Ukraine,
Or backwards.
or it goes backwards. Everything changes. So, what's important about the metal detector is that it's programmed in Ukraine. And this
For
is,
our
yes,
dirt, our minerals, then conditions of using, the size, bushes, the grass, then the depth of average Russian. I mean, using how deep they cover. I mean, hide it, putting it. Then the types of mine and the sizes and the metals of it, the yeah, the cover of it. Let's say the skin, whatever, and different kinds. I'm not a professional in it, but before buying it, we requested from many. I mean, opinions from many people, and when we got like the guys, top guys of the training center of engineering, I mean, teaching the engineering in engineers, military engineers for this, the mining, it was approved there. I had no any more question. It's yes, it is cheap. Yes, I mean, and it was there is a comparison of with the expensive Garrett brand and the other type Impulse mine detector. I will not go with the details, but it's proved and it's we have feedbacks about it. That's probably it.
yeah, and the deal is, our the guy we're buying from them actually writes the software, and he's the trainer for the Ukrainian military. So let
Hmm.
me do this. Let's do this real quick. Super chat from Gumby S. Love that name. Thank you. Super chat, 10 pounds from John. Let's keep the money rolling in. Thank you. Slabaj 1. More about the K9 unit. I want to help them. I need an email to contact you. I'm new to this. Thank you for your help. So go in the description of the YouTube. You'll see my website, gregterry.org. Click it. From there, click contact, fill out, just email me right there. It's a little form comes up. I'll get it. It takes me a couple of days because so many emails come in. I'll respond, and you're more than welcome to help. We would love it, and thank you in advance. In addition to that, we do have a video about a few days ago. I don't even know what day it is, to be honest, but you'll see it about the dogs. Super chat Ken Patterson 20. Thank you very very much. Straight to the guys. Mina Vuk. This is what's beautiful. How much is the metal detector?
Uh, Let me
approximately.
calculate. Approximately. Uh,
17,500 for two?
no, 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 no. It was, let's say, about
Trista
in
send this up,
USD,
yeah. Trista send this up, Pat.
about 400.
Yeah.
Yes, about 400. We getting discounts. Yes,
$400.
that's it. I know it's hard to believe.
Please tell them.
Yes,
We know it's hard to
I know it's
believe.
hard to believe. I couldn't believe. I couldn't believe when he said, because we were mentioning much higher price, and yes, we're comparing it with serious stuff. Again, will not go there. I'm happy that it's possible to buy in Ukraine. It's modified by Ukraine, and it was redesigned a bit. The sensitive head of it, there is two sizes of it, with special requirements by a specialist.
Yeah, we were expect $501, right? We were that's the number we gave in 01. No, the 500. No, the
No, it
five
was
five
up
five
to
five five, and we
up
were
to
thinking up to like
from
850
850 euros. Yeah,
euros,
which is hmm
and we're buying them for 400 USD. And guys, I just need to tell you, they're lifesavers. Zhenya, you'll see the video, okay, tomorrow. But how happy were they when we put the metal detector in their hands, and then they called you later that night and they were already testing it, practicing, getting ready? It was like kids on Christmas.
They said, Zhenya, you have additional information which is hidden, like by special links for this educational for the military training. I said, yes, I have, provided by the one who designed that software, especially for Ukraine, and it has UA in it, this version, and on it, he before getting this, the software was updated specifically, and for this software, there's a special trainings providing together, and we give it together with the units.
Yeah, and 550 was what we were saying. You're right, iBag. 550 to 850 is what we were thinking, and we would do our best.
Hmm.
And I mean, when Zhenya called me and says, "Man, I found I found the right detectors. It's right here down the street from us." And I know it's the right one because the guy writes the software and he trains the Ukrainian military on how to use them. So we know it's the right, but this is hopefully that is, um, because tonight we talked about the salaries for volunteers or those working for the nonprofit, which is zero. We've explained that, but hopefully even this gives you insight into how we roll. Rick the Roller. You know, we could have easily said, okay, drones or metal detectors, 700 euros, and we're buying them for 400 bucks. We would never, ever, ever do that. We're here fighting with Ukraine for you. And I mean, only evil people would do that, period. Evil. We're not evil. We're going to
Okay,
do
if
every
if
penny.
if
Every penny
if
is
if,
going to Ukraine.
if anyone have a question and he is a trustful person in Ukraine, good level, high level military specialist officer, he can reach the same person on a training center. I will not give the location, but who train the engineers who send them all the battalions and brigades. They know the place where the main number one, the base for training the miners, and there is a and they may request exactly this model. What do you think about this model? And they will get an answer.
Um,
That's easy.
Let me do this. Yeah, and we're going to go there. Thank you, Jorn. All right, here we go. We're going to try to shut her down now. Skeg, thank you. Let me do that. Y'all are teaching me how to stream differently now because I'm having to queue all these comments. Jer- Jaron Roloffs, don't forget your sleep regiment. Yes, we're going to start shutting it down here for now. How much is the demining attachment? So, Paul, I can't tell you guys how many meetings we go to and how hard we work, Zhenya really, to be as most effective as possible. So we were looking at, Paul's right, a little demining unit that once you find the mine, then you could use this other thing, and that costs 7,000
Mm-hmm.
grivna,
Mm-hmm.
which is what,
200,
almost 200 bucks?
a
Yeah,
little bit less. Yeah.
200 USD. So
Mm-hmm.
we're buying the metal
Less.
detectors for
Mm-hmm.
400. The deminer was basically 200. And I said, okay, I was thinking, okay, we got the metal detector for 400. We could add a deminer for 200 and give them the whole kit. And we were meeting in Kiev with a high ranking guy, and we're sitting there and we're talking about all of this. And I
And
look at
show it.
him and we're showing him. I look right at him and I said, boop, his name. And I said, we're buying metal detectors for the guys and we're getting them from there. He goes, man, thank you so much. That's how you do it. I said, okay, we've getting them at such good prices and we've got access to get all we need. I'm thinking about adding this demining unit to it that we could give with it so they can find it and use it to demine it. And I showed him the picture and he looked at me and goes, they don't work. Because that doesn't work.
I mean, it works, but there is no. It's better to buy one more mine. I mean, that metal detector,
And
say
go a different
mining
way.
detector.
What did
Yes,
he say
and
about
he said,
45 minutes? Takes 45 minutes?
yeah, he said it takes 45 minutes to demine that exactly type of mine. We did show. He said, yes, I know it, but uh, it will take that time, and there is effective way. He knows it.
He knows. So,
And engineers they know how to do it. The I mean, it's possible to use, and let's say I may request specially from engineer unit about that stuff, maybe tomorrow or after tomorrow when we will meet the proper people.
right. And if we do that, we really do our due diligence. And
Yes.
so we knew stop looking that direction. So, all right, here we go. Last few things here. Super chat, John Larkin. Thank you, my friend. Super chat, Skeghead. Thank you, Greg the Roller. All right, Rick, you in here rolling, bud. Susie Q, you guys are honestly helping. Thank you. Rick says Ukrainian El Greco stopped by for 5 hours today. He's in love with the new 338 rifle system. Thank you, all of you guys out here, the rollers, for helping and get El Greco equipped. I actually held El Greco's lighter the other day. It's pretty fun. And Danan will end with that one. Share the stream so many more can be bought. Appreciate that very much. Yes, guys. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything else. We appreciate you guys so much. Um, Rick, you know what? You're a professional. I forgot to hit the like. Don't forget, guys. You know what? Let's. Oh, $10 super chat from Richard Demi. Thank you. It's going straight there, guys. I promise you
Rick,
that.
thank you.
Yep.
Дякую.
He said thank you. Now let me turn that off. Let me do this and let's close it out. I think it's really good. I showed the video yesterday with Rick, and Rick wanted the video so he could share it. Guys, we really are one big family here. Really, you've never met a Ukrainian that you've shared a cup of tea with, or a cup of coffee with, or a meal that you're not family. And hopefully that shows you as well the solidarity, the teamwork, the unity. You see Zhenya talking to Rick in Ukrainian there, and just a big family doing our best to stand for Ukraine. So thank you guys, appreciate you. Martin Lai, we rolling. I love it, man. There you go. All right, guys. Thank you. Jenya, I'll give you the last words.
Дякую.
He said thank you.
We should thank you in Ukrainian and from Ukrainian heart, from all Ukrainian people and from all the people who getting protection from by Ukrainian army and the volunteers who became a part of Ukrainian army. Thank you very much. And it's a one team with the whole world, with all people who donate, who helps with advice. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we deeply appreciate it. We try to read and respond to every email, every comment. We work together. And just thank you. We'll close with this. You guys rock from Rick the Ukrainian. Thanks for all the hard work. It's an honor to have such great new friends. Yes, it is, buddy. That road goes both ways. And tonight for Rick, live long and
Okay.
prosper and donate. That's a Rick. A good night to all.
To all a good night.
Слава Україні!